Hi everyone, it's almost 1 a.m. My brother is sleeping right near me and I am filming this video because I have just had a wave of inspiration and desire to film it. So traveling is the topic that I would not even like to write about. I prefer speaking about it because it takes such a special place in my heart that there are no ways to describe it in words. You just have to see the way I express my feelings and thoughts. So today I would like to tell about some of the most remarkable places that I have ever visited in my life and that have had a huge impact on me and the forming of my identity to some extent, because these places evoked some particular thoughts in my head and made me consider and reconsider my morals and my values. So yeah, and for this video I even created a small plan, so I'm going to talk about these 3 places. So the first place that I have totally loved, and so the first place that I literally fell in love in is Seychelles. So first of all, I would like to say that I am endlessly thankful for being given an opportunity to visit this island. Oh my god, I'm going to cry right now because it was so awesome. Like, I sometimes rewatch these pictures and these photos, and this place was like heaven. And we spent there 21 days, gosh. So we went there with our friends, with our families, with our families, friends, family. Yeah, we went there with our families, friends, family, and we celebrated Happy New Year there. It was 2017 to 2018. So I was 13 or 14 years old. Yeah, somewhere like this. I don't even know how to describe this place. It was like heaven. Jokes aside. I remember sleeping till noon and sleeping on the beaches. And I remember sleeping there until noon and sleeping there on the beaches because I wanted to sleep so bad all the time. And I mean, this still happens to me, but I think it did not even come to my mind how lucky I was to be there. And like, if I were to be there right now, I think I would not even sleep there. I would not even close my eye. I would not wink for a second, for a fraction of a second, because I would like to live through this thoroughly and to feel every feeling that I could possibly feel there. So basically I am just attaching a few pictures so you could see this with your own eyes. So I wish that everyone experience visiting it at least once, because Seychelles is a mix of mountains and ocean. This was my first time seeing ocean in my entire life, and seeing it mixed up with the mountains is something that just doesn't even fit into my mind, I think. Like, my brain just doesn't grasp it, even up to today. But it's awesome. Moving into the next country, I think that you could feel this huge fluctuation between the countries that I preference. So yeah, the next country is Scotland. Scotland is a country where I did not have a chance to wear a swimsuit and where I was looking almost all the time like carelessly, and not ugly, but just like carelessly, because all I cared about is how not to freeze to death. I mean, it wasn't that cold there. It was like between 0 and 10 degrees Celsius, and yet it took some effort, time and willpower just, to grab all of your coats and to put them on, like "100 одежек без застежек," like this quote in Ukrainian. So I'm attaching a video of me and my dad hiking to one of the mountains on the Isle of Barra.
Это Сейшелы. Узнали? Это я. знали, хвора я. Но... Ой, я як бабушка. Во всіх смислах. Я йду. Я молодець. Да. Very beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful, huh?
And this island is a small island, like on the north of Scotland, almost on your way to Highlands, and it has a population of only 1,000 people. And its nature just flabbergasting, awesome, thrilling, exciting, marvelous, amazing. Gosh, there are no words to describe it. Picturesque, splendid. It's superb. We also visited an inhabited island. I'm attaching a picture here. And it had a huge canyon over there. So me and my dad had a whole one-day adventure there on the island. We grouped with two old men, I'd say, who were from Britain and who were professional photographers, and they came to the island to take some pictures of the birds that happened to be there, because the island is popular for the amount of birds that inhabit this island.
Телефон не може передати количество всього птиц і вообще эту всю красоту. Мы на необитаемом, мы находимся на необитаемом острове. И все very beautiful. Вот, блин, чисто, если я знімаю якісь відео, то що мені ще сказати, крім як very beautiful. Просто два слова. Very beautiful. Вместо 1000 слов. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Просто я на емоціях, типу, така сама, типу, така. Да, очень класно. Вау! Стільки птичек, да. Я не знаю, як це видно.
And also me and my dad had a lot of adventures, like this picture where we were going from Scotland to this Isle of Barra on a boat, on a cruiser, I'd even say, something like this, like a big boat. And we did not know how to get to a parking lot, so we had to go out of this boat, of this ship, and we did not know how to get to our car because it was like on the floor 2 or something, and we could only get to floor 1. So we had to climb through some unknown entrances. So yeah, a tiny adventure, but really memorable. The next place that I would like to mention is Oxford, because it's a town that lies in my heart and has a special place in my heart. I mean, it's historical buildings, it's architecture, but you know, these historical buildings are shifted to modern buildings so well, so exquisitely, that you cannot even like notice the difference. You cannot spot the century that you are in. Basically, yeah, that's me and my dad on one of the main streets of Oxford. I had some great time there. I mean, not to mention the university and this whole structure, the web of their town. It's amazing. Like, wherever you are, you can find anything that you want, and going from the furthest spot of the town to another furthest spot from the town takes only 20 minutes. That's unbelievable. But there is one con, to be honest. The town is full of the tourists, and when it's the noon or something, you cannot even get through the main street. So yeah. But if someone does not yet have an ability to or opportunity to visit one of these countries, I would like to remind that Ukraine is even better, because one of the most memorable places that I've been to is, of course, the famous Carpathian Mountains. I'm attaching a picture of me on Bukovel, one of the most famous Ukrainian resorts. And if you do some hiking and travel to some places off the beaten track, you might find something that will totally excite you and surprise you, because even in Vinnitska Oblast we have so many interesting places to look at. Our forests are so nice that you do not even have to go to another country, I promise you. So yeah, I have already been talking for 10 minutes, so I'm going to edit this video as pictures videos. I hope you liked my short story. I think I can talk about traveling for hours. I mean, there are plenty of different reasons for people to travel, but one of my biggest life goals is to have an opportunity to travel for my whole life, maybe to live in the other country, to change the countries that I live in, to find a place that just suits me and that just resonates with me and my soul. And even if it differs through time, even if I go to different places, I think I will totally feel comfortable with it, especially if I take my family with me. I mean, I'm too young to think about that, of course, but that did not cancel the fact that I'm totally keen on traveling, that I once wrote in my notes on phone that I'm most myself when I travel, and that is a fact, because I am truly most myself when I travel. Like, if you go somewhere with me, like to another country, if you see me walking through the airport, it's like me, the real me. The one that I can hide sometimes, the one that I can put in disguise sometimes. When I travel, I feel free, and that is the best feeling.